can you master the next 3 years of your life? Hello, Masterminds Podcast. Welcome to another episode with your co-host, Pam. I am extremely grateful to be here with you guys. It is such a pleasure to do these weekly YouTube videos alongside Brian to give you guys a little nudge of mindset, a reminder to keep going after your goals, and how to stay in the right track while you're going after your goals. Today's episode is going to be a spin-off of a video that Brian posted a few weeks ago about mastering the next 3 years of your life. If you haven't watched Brian's version of this video, go ahead and click the link below. Make sure you watch that video alongside this one. So, how to master the next 3 years of your life? First, we need to acknowledge what has happened in the last 3 years of your life. Are you proud of where you are right now because of the consistent daily actions that you've taken in the last 3 years? So the first step of mastering the next 3 years of your life is, okay, what have I been doing the last 3 years? What have I been focused on? What have I been learning? Have I been working out? Have I been reading? What books have I been reading? What have I been watching? What have I been doing in my free time? What are the lessons that God gave me to learn? And did I learn those lessons, or am I due for a next round trip of the same lessons? Which we don't want that. We want to learn from our lessons. And that's why step one is to go ahead and evaluate what has happened in the last 3 years, right? There are some things that has happened in the last 3 years that we had control over. And then there are some things that had happened in the last 3 years that we didn't have control over. Breaking it up into those two groups. Okay, some things that I had control over is morning routine, books I'm reading, working out, what am I doing in my free time, right? Those are all examples of things that we have control over and that we need to evaluate. What have we done well? What didn't we do well? And what could we do better in the next 3 years, right? That's group A, which is the things that we can't control that has happened in the last 3 years. Then you have group B, which is the things that you cannot control. For example, things that other people did that hurt you or challenged you or questioned your self-worth, maybe losing a job or a relationship ending because the other person wanted it to end, the loss, losing someone you love, a business deal that was out of your control, or situations that fall in our lap and are there to teach us the lessons we need to learn. So those are the two groups I want you to focus on. I want you to literally take out a piece of paper, right? Group A, what are the things I've done that I had control over, and the things I didn't do that I could have done, right? And what are the things that I did not have control over, and how did I react to those things? How did it affect me? And what lessons was God trying to teach us with those situations? Those are two major components into evaluating what has been, whether it was yesterday, a few weeks ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, or 3 years ago. We like to take a chunk of time and evaluate that chunk of time because sometimes we get so lost in our mind and so lost in what we believe should happen in a specific time frame. And what we really need to do is evaluate a good chunk of time, right? Even though we can evaluate our days, our weeks, and our months, when we evaluate a chunk of 3 years as an example, we can see from the outside, okay, did the new business I started work? Is it working? What could I do better? Is the workout plan that I'm doing working? No. Yes. What's happening? And if it didn't, okay, what can I do better? So it's really good to evaluate because in reality, things do take time. And it's the same way with trading. I'm a trader. I don't know if you guys are a trader. If you're a trader listening to this, make sure you comment below trader. I just love meeting other traders. But besides the point, whether you're a trader or not, when you are a trader and you're trading, it is good to see a set of 10 trades. Maybe you lost 3 trades and it feels like the end of the world, but you only lost 3 out of 10 trades and the other 7 trades you won, as an example. So it's really good to see things as a chunk of time, as a set, right? A set of 10, a set of 3 years. So now, once you've done that evaluation of group A and group B, I want you to go ahead and I want you to ask yourself the questions that I mentioned earlier. What did I do well? What didn't I do well? What could I have done better? And what lessons did I needed to learn in order to accelerate to the next chapter of my life? If you're watching this video right now, you are probably ready for the next chapter of your life, and there's something in the past that is holding you back. And I'm here to let you know that after you do this exercise, you might feel some sort of relief of like, okay, I've done my evaluation, I've looked at myself clearly, I've seen the things that I didn't have control over, and I need to move on from that and take the lessons with me. God has given you a specific lesson that you didn't have control over, and it really shook your boat, right? You felt like you were put in a plastic bag, and God was like shaking the plastic bag, and you're in the plastic bag like, what's going on? It's probably because there's a lesson in there that you need to take with you in the next 3 years. So I'm probably gonna make a part 2 to this video because this is actually a really interesting topic. I'm gonna delve with you guys deeper on how to really master this next chapter of your life. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna end this video here, and I'm gonna make part 2 next week, where I'm going to speak about the disciplines needed in order to make the next 3 years of your life impeccable. So with that said, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. It means the world to us. So like this video, share this video with someone who needs to hear this message, comment below your biggest takeaways, and like always, we go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on IG Live, which you'll find the link below. We love you guys and see you guys soon.